Okay, listen. So today we are going to see HR policies. Okay. So what does mean by HR policy mean? That is the statement of the thought and actions that is used to make decision that is called as the HR policies. Okay. And this is also called as the plan of action. Okay. The thought and actions while making decisions are called as policies. This is the meaning for the HR policy. What is the definition for this HR policy? That is that this is used to guide an action. That is why taking the decision. Okay. So in the HR policies, that is written by the HR department. So in every HR policies, they should mention the rules and regulation that is related to the organization. So here you are having some types of HR policies. Okay. So first write the meaning. Policies are generated to guide thinking and action in decision making it is the plan of action. So this is also called as policies and also called as the plan of action. Okay. So next one is the types of HR policies. Second heading, types of HR policies. The first one type, originated HR policies. Next, second one, appeal. Third one, enforced. Next, fourth one, general. Next, fifth one, specific policies. Next, sixth one, inclined policies. So these are the types of HR policy. Okay. So first one is the originated HR policy. Okay. So this is by the policy is under by the top management. Okay. It is the top management thinking at different levels. Okay. So under this policy is called as the originated HR policy. This is the first type. Okay. So next the second one is the appealed policies. Okay. So appealed policies means it covers the earlier policies. Okay. So and this is also from the employees also. This is the normal policies. Next, third one is the imposed policies. So imposed policies means this policy is established by the government, trade unions, etc. That is from the outside of the organization. So that policy is called as the imposed policies. Next, fourth one is the general policies. So general policies means that is in the organization that is your drawing. Okay, that is to find the growth level of the organization. Okay, so under this policies that is called as the general policy. That is the growth of the organization chart. That is to draw the chart. Okay, so to find the growth level. Next, fifth one is the specific policy. So specific policies mean that is like the rewarding, bargaining. Okay. So under this policy is called as the specific policies. Next, sixth one is the implied policies. So implied policies, that is the customers or dress code, that is way of talking. So these are under this implied policies. Okay. That is in short form that is you tell that is behavior of the members. Okay. That is the dress code, next way of talking, etc. Okay. So these are the types of the policies. These are the 6 types of policies. Next, last is so one more policies, that is last one is the written policies. So policies. Okay, so that is you written in a paper. Okay, so that is also by the HR only. Okay, that is the HR is a written report that is written by the HR department only. Okay, so that is the last one is the written policies. Okay, so for what are the advantages in this written policies means that is you are having the less chances. Okay, that is you are reducing the errors in this policies. Okay, so because everything you mentioned in a paper written document only. Okay, that is you are avoiding the miscommunication between the employees. Okay, so that is the last one is the written policies. Totally you are having 7 types of policies. So right now 7 types of policies. Next heading, formulation of HR policies. Formulation of HR policies. The first one is the identifying the need. Okay, so identifying the needs or recognizing the needs. Both are same. Next, the second one, gathering information. Next, third one, analyzing. Next, fourth one, getting approval. Putting the policy in writing. Next, fifth one, getting approval. Next, sixth one, communication. This policy communication. Next, last one, policy evaluation. So these are the formulation of HR policies. Listen. So first one is identifying the need. Okay, so identifying need that is another. First you are recognizing the needs. Okay, so that is also that is the human HR policies requirements that is another recognized by the HR department. Okay, that is the HR only. Okay, so that is in some organization the HR policies also does not suitable with the organization does not suitable with the HR policies. Okay, so that is you must first one you evaluate and getting approval from the upper level management and the HR department. Okay, so that is first you are finding the needs, identifying the needs. Okay, so that is you are having some what are the needs of the HR policies. That is the training, recruitment, compensation. Okay, so different needs of the HR policy. Okay. So first you identify, is it? So after the identification of needs, next second one is the gathering information. Okay. So next one you collect the information that is from the employees. Okay, that is related to the HR policies. So next third one analyzing. So after collecting the information, next one you are analyzing. Okay. So that is this policy is suitable for the employees or not, and this is related to the goals of the organization or not, and this policy is employees are this is very useful or not. Everything you have to analyze that. Okay, so that is the analyzing. So next after analyzing process completed, so next one is the putting the policy in writing. Okay, so that is next one you write the policy in the written documents. Okay, so that one is written by the HR department. Okay, so this is the personnel department. So next to the personnel department, HR department, that pass the policies to the upper level management for getting the approval. Okay, so that is fifth one is getting approval. Okay, so that is next the policy is written. Okay, so next one you pass the policies that is to the upper level management for getting the approval. Okay, so that is the top level management check everything. So that is related to the organization goals and this is useful or not, everything that is in the top level management verify. Okay, so after the verification process completion, so next one is the policy communication. Okay, so finally you return the policy signature. So next one the policy communication. Now each and every employees that is in the you have to communicate that. Okay, that is another this HR policy is approved by the top level management. So everything you have to inform each and every employees. That is the policy communication. Next last one is the policy evaluation. So policy evaluation means next finally you have to evaluate. It is also by the HR department and the top level management. Okay, so that is this policy is that is who utilize this. Okay, so this is useful or not. So this is suitable for the employees or not. So everything the top level management and HR department finally they are evaluating. Okay, so these are the formulations of the HR policies. Total I have 7 HR policies formulation. First you identify the needs. Okay, so after the identification completed, so next you are collecting the information. So that is based on the data you are analyzing. Okay, so next you are putting the policies in the written documents. So next you are getting the approval from the top level management. So next you communicate that. Okay, that is each and every employees. They should pass the information that is this policy is approved by the top level management. That one you should mention. Okay, so next last one is the evaluation process. Okay, so that's all now. So today we saw that is the meaning, types of HR policies and the formulation of HR policies. Okay, thank you.